on the spectacular canals in Venice, Italy, you're watching Starstruck, the place to be if you want to schmooze with Hollywood's top celebrities. On every episode, we take you, the fans, to a movie hotspot somewhere around the world. And this week, we're in Bella Venezia for the Venice Film Festival. Once a year, this city glitters with the stars as they gather here for the world's oldest film fest. And with all the big-name celebs expected to attend, it sure promises to be a major stargazing affair. And as always, out of all your video submissions, only one lucky viewer will be chosen to get starstruck in this enchanting city. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Julie from Belgium. I would love to meet Heath Ledger because I'm one of his biggest fans. I think he's a great actor. My mom is a big fan of George Clooney, so if I could meet them, I would be extremely happy. And pick me, pick me, pick me.
Well, Julie, because you love Heath Ledger and George Clooney, we're gonna make your dream come true. We're gonna fly you all the way here from Belgium for a one-on-one interview with the charming Mr. Clooney himself, and for your chance to interview Heath right here at this film festival. So get ready to glitz it up with the stars in one of Italy's most magnificent cities. Julie? Welcome to Venezia.
Hi.
Hope you had a safe trip from Brussels. You must be thrilled to be here.
I'm very thrilled, very excited, and also very, very tired. I thought I wouldn't be nervous, but I was, so I didn't sleep at all last night, like maybe an hour or something. No more.
All because you're excited about meeting Heath?
You know, it's a girl's dream, actually.
Interviewing George Clooney.
That too. That would be nice too.
What's happening?
No, seriously.
We have a one-on-one set up for you with Mr. Clooney.
Okay, if my mom sees this, she's such a huge fan of his, so, oh my God, oh my God. Gosh, I can't even believe I get to see Heath tonight. All my friends were so envious. It's not something that happens to any girl from Belgium.
Benvenuti al Festival di Venezia!
And here we are at the Venice Film Festival. Julie, you've got your pass. It's official. You are now a Starstruck reporter. And right now we are standing in front of the Sala Grande. This is where all the premieres happen at the Venice Film Festival. And we are, of course, waiting for Heath Ledger to arrive. Is this hitting you yet that you're going to be seeing him in person very shortly?
No, it's a bit surreal right now, actually.
You'll be able to handle it?
I might faint. You will catch me.
Maybe he'll catch you.
I'm okay with that.
Well, Heath actually has 3 films premiering at this festival, and he's going to be walking the carpet tonight promoting the film Brokeback Mountain. He will only be talking to the Italian press this evening, but you will get your chance to ask him a question at the Casanova press conference. So you're confident that you'll be able to pull that one off?
If it comes to Heath, I'll pull it off. Well, we just found out that Heath won't be appearing on the red carpet for another 2 hours. Do you want to stay, Mr. Cameraman? Well, that's too bad because I'm keeping you here. Oh my God, there he is. He needs to be here, not over there. That's crazy. It's so nice that Jake came here with his sister. Heath! He looks even more gorgeous in real life. I just can't believe that 3 hours ago I was on a plane from Belgium and now I'm here and I just saw Heath Ledger up close in real life. It's amazing. It's indescribable, really. Damn it, he was so close and then he left and
It's okay, you'll get your chance tomorrow.
I know. Heath! I don't know how I'm gonna handle the press conference because seeing him in person just knocked me out.
All right, so here we are finally at the press conference. Heath is going to be walking in very soon. Are you excited?
Very, extremely excited.
Bring on the Heath wave.
Bring it on. Hi, I'm Julie from Starstruck. This is a question for Heath. In which ways are you similar or different to the character you portray?
I certainly have an appreciation for love. And, you know, Casanova was someone who really fell in love with each woman, or man, you know, as opposed to Don Juan, who, you know, had his way and then woke up the next morning, laughed in their face, and ran off. You know, so I do have appreciation for love, and it's not many.
Julie, you did it. You got your question in there. Are you sighing with relief right now?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And what did you think of him in person, getting to speak to him?
I think he's the laid-back guy I always thought he was. He didn't seem to really feel in. He seemed interested, but still he was like, "Oh, come on, let's do it."
He just wants to get on with acting. Now, that was a very close call, because just before the microphone came over, you turned around, you said to me, "I can't do this." But with some encouragement, you pulled it off.
I did. I did.
Bellucci.
Please.
Hi, I'm Julie. This is a question for Heath. Heath, I'm one of your biggest fans, and fairy tales have a way of teaching us what to do or what not to do at a very early age. Were you affected by fairy tales at an early age, like not talking to strangers and stuff? And do you think movies and movie stars have like the same way of teaching us standard?
Yeah, I was affected by fairy tales. My mum certainly said, used to read them to me as a child, and I would say they certainly inspired my imagination and to get out and dream. I don't think actors or people in this industry are good archetypes for people to base their lives on. I really don't. I think unfortunately they are used as archetypes, through the media and the press, but I wouldn't suggest it to anyone.
I was nervous.
Covering a festival is like a marathon. It's non-stop action, from film premieres to press conferences to one-on-one interviews. And right now there's a press conference scheduled for Elizabethtown starring Orlando Bloom and Kirsten Dunst. Do you want to cover it?
Why stop now? Orlando Bloom, bring it on. Hi, Orlando. Orlando? Hi. As Cameron said earlier, music plays a very important part in every one of his movies. So I would like to ask you, how did music influence your performance?
When we wrapped this movie, I wasn't sure how I was ever going to make another movie without Cameron Crowe and his incredible selection of music on set. Because Cameron really uses music as a tool in order to direct with as well. It's sort of like he would play a tune in between a take or just before rolling on a take that would sort of set the mood, and it was like the greatest direction note you could get just before you walked into the scene. And then occasionally, in the middle of a take, he would blast on a tune, and you'd be like, oh wow, I guess that take wasn't going too well. But what that did was it gave this sort of joyful sense of irreverence to time. And time is so precious on a film set. It's the most expensive thing on a film set. And when a director can just let film roll and the clock tick and music play and you can flip in and out of the moment, it's the single most liberating experience for an actor. And for me it was just, like I said, I'm not sure how I'll be able to go on, but
well. Orlando really liked your question.
Yeah, I know. He gave me like a 2-minute answer, but by the way, thanks for helping me out with it.
Hey, no problem. I happen to be a fan of Cameron Crowe's work, so I know a thing or two about him. So great job.
Thank you. Well, the press conference experience made me really nervous not because there were all these stars in front of me, like famous people, but just because you had to stand up, hold a mic in front of like 500 people who were all staring at you. And I was just thinking, oh my God, is my question gonna be answered? Is my question relevant? Am I not gonna say something wrong or have the wrong accent? And all these things were going to my head, and at one point I just got the mic and I said, I can't do it, but I did, eventually. Okay, now I am nervous.
We're at the Excelsior Hotel. This is where all the interviews take place here at the festival. And it is time, of course, for Julie's one-on-ones with the cast of Good Night and Good Luck. The film stars George Clooney, David Stathairn, and Patricia Clarkson. You're going to be talking to all of them. Now, we know you are obviously a big fan of George's, but apparently it runs in the family.
Yeah, my mom is one of his biggest fans, like, I think.
So she must be quite envious right now.
She will be enormously envious, actually.
And as always in this business, we're just sitting here now, waiting to be called for our interviews. Were you expecting it to be like this behind the scenes?
No, not at all. On TV, you only see the good stuff, you know? And I never realized there was so much waiting involved. Okay, now I am nervous. Whoa. This is for you, Mom.
So I read somewhere that your dad was a broadcast journalist.
That my dad's a broadcast? Yes,
Yeah.
he was one for 30 years.
How did that influence you in wanting to tell the story?
It was the reason I decided to do the story initially was because it was a great time in broadcast journalism. One of the two great moments in broadcast journalism. And it was important to my father, and he was a big fan of it. If you win an award in broadcast journalism, it's the Edward R. Murrow Award. It's a big thing.
Yeah. So David, how would you compare working with George Clooney as an actor and as a director?
Now comes the trouble.
Now comes the hard question.
I'm in trouble.
He's in trouble. Compare the actor to the director. Well, they were one and the same, I think, because he was pretending to be both. No, George is, he says he's not a very good actor, but to be able to maintain the sincerity he has in the projects that he is asked to do, because of certain, things that people put upon him, to be able to maintain the sincerity in those parts it's hard, and he does that. So he's a good actor, and as a director, exemplary.
Can you tell us a bit about the style of the film and the wonderful use of old meets modern?
Well, that was why it actually defined the style of the film, because I knew from the beginning I was going to use McCarthy as himself, as Murrow used McCarthy's own words in his broadcast. So in order to do that, that immediately meant I had to do it in black and white.
So David is amazing as Murrow's. How did you enjoy directing him?
I did not enjoy directing it. In fact, I don't like it. In fact, I didn't direct him, really. I didn't show up whatever days he was on the set. He was...
I asked him not to be there.
He told me not to be there. Look, I tell you, the secret to directing, at least I've found in the 2 films I've done, is casting the right people and then getting out of their way. Put the camera somewhere and get out of their way. I didn't get lucky with this one, but no, I got the right actor to do the role, and then I got out of the way, so it was sure fun for me.
Good night, and good luck.
I see you both respect each other a lot.
Here, we did a lot of fighting on the set, but right now we can get along.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you very
And
much.
Thank you for the opportunity
Well,
of
it's nice
meeting
meeting
you.
you.
And by the way, my mom says hi.
I'll tell your mother hello for me.
He's so funny. He's such an amazing guy. I mean, God. He really, I did good. Yeah? You think so?
You did very well, Julie.
Thank you. I was so nervous, but George Clooney is such an amazing guy. He's so funny, he's sarcastic. During the entire interview, you really don't have to take him literally. And he just put me right at ease, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I got my picture taken with him.
And you also said hello to, got him to say hello to Mom.
Yeah, I got him to say hello to my mother.
And that's the end of our coverage of the Venice Film Festival from Bella Venezia. Julie, you did Starstruck proud. Not only did you interview Heath once, but you got to talk to him twice, as well as George Clooney, who is a major, major Hollywood star.
It's great, just great.
Well, it was a job well done. And as always, the stargazing does not end here. It starts all over again next week right here on Starstruck. So if you're a movie fan and you'd like to interview the stars just like Julie, you can do it, can't you?
Yeah, it worked for me, so it can work for everyone.
That's right. It's as simple as just jumping on a computer and sending in your email submission or picking up a video camera and recording yourself telling us who your favorite movie stars are and why you think you should be chosen. And you'll find our mailing address on our website at iamstarstruck.com. And you could be on your way to the next celebrity hotspot courtesy of Starstruck. And before we go, I'd like to thank Host Couture for this beautiful gown. And we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.
I want to thank Starstruck so much because I got to see Venice, and it changed me personally too, because I was really shy at first and now I'm more outgoing, you know? So it's an experience that will change my life forever.
Please refer to your manuals.